Yo, what's good? Yo, it's your boy Devin History Reacts to now. The last time we did a What Culture Wrestling video, we talked about 10 things they want you to forget about CM Punk, and it seems like to me, we're not gonna forget about it because his history will always be remembered. We will always know what goes on with all the wrestlers in the world. So this time we're gonna be doing wrestlers you won't believe that they ruined, and I believe that they ruined a lot. I don't know if you guys remember in the past video when I did that video when I said that my concern for the wrestlers that come from NXT, WWE ruin trends, memes, and funny moments. They do. No, blame PG. PG ruined everything. It's terrible. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started right now.
Let's be honest, this could be about 100. I guarantee when you saw the title, at least 3 names immediately popped into your head and made you all sad. Sorry about that. The WWE mishandles talent
Vince,
on a weekly basis.
it's all your fault, bruh. You ruined everything.
Going about his business.
Okay, let me just pause video. I have nothing against the gay community, but why would you want to bring politics in the WWE? I don't want to see that in the wrestling world. It's bad enough that they ruined Braun Strowman's character, having him dominate non-talented wrestlers who can't even wrestle at all. And then you get this. Look, I'm not trying to be homophobic or anything, but this nigga just flat out said that he likes big, sweaty men. That sound gay as I don't know what. So, you know what? When Finn Balor came out in WrestleMania 34 entrance with a bunch of LGBT community behind him, what? Why? Just why? Does he?
Awaiting the title match we all want to see, and then bang, he's destroyed by a 50-year-old mayoral candidate and deemed not main event ready. For some wrestlers, it's because they don't fit the Vince McMahon blueprint. God knows what that looks like nowadays. But even ones that are straight out
it's looking at everything like that.
On occasion, been tarnished beyond repair quicker than you can say Sean O'Hare. With that in mind, and with honourable mentions for DDP, Bray Wyatt and Taz, I'm Adam Wilborn from What Culture, and these are 10 wrestlers who can't believe WWE rules. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to stay notified. Ding, ding, done. Number 10, The Big Show. Show was Vinnie Mac's platonic idol.
Man, they ruined this guy's character for life.
Successor to Andre the Giant, with the comedic chops to the rampant Attitude Era environment. It didn't work out at all. He arrived in terrible shape, having lost his motivation and instead found catering in WCW. He interfered in the steel cage bout between Steve Austin and Vince McMahon at St. Valentine's Day Massacre really unnecessarily, and by Mania 15, he was already a spare part. His portrayal became so inconsistent that it defined his career.
That's sad, man.
Big Show
was a joke, man. He wasn't even that intimidating.
Babyface world champion needed a fresh opponent. Guess who was?
I'm gonna tell you a few problems I had with the Big Show. Ever since he came into the WWF a long time ago, he was kind of intimidating a little bit, but when the years go by, he just fell off. It's like nothing about the Big Show is not even intimidating. He has too many heels and babyface turns too many times. Pick one.
Granted, Show's run was dogged by himself as much as it was short-sighted, fickle booking, but surely you send a guy to developmental before you make him world champion, not after. Number 9, Vader. You could make the argument that Vader is fat and Vince is allergic to fat and then be done with this entry, but this was 1996, a year removed from the great Mabel fiasco of '95. Mass acted as a temporary substitute for artificial muscle in the cautious fallout of the steroid trial. Vader debuted during the year in which Shawn Michaels lived out his boyhood dream, and in an era which babyface champions reigned supreme. He was never earmarked for a lengthy WWF heavyweight title run. Still, this was f***ing Vader, an ultra-believable threat who looked a little more...
I mean, here's the thing with Vader, though. The only thing I remember of Vader is when... Listen, I had the Tombstone History of the Undertaker DVD, and it was one match with him and Kane it was an Inferno match. Vader came out, tried to fight Kane. Undertaker interfered. That was the only time I remember Vader from. But he had potential back then. But as of right now, I feel like, yeah, they completely ruined him. He's never won a title in the World Wrestling Federation or the WWE for that matter. So he had potential, but was poorly done.
Looking bloated on arrival didn't help. No one tell him I said that. And as a result of Shawn Michaels' backstage antics, I've never heard that before. He basically just...
Oh, I forgot he was on Boy Meets World, that TV show back in the day. I mean, back in the day.
Goldberg. The mentality...
Oh, God, Goldberg.
...is that you must first hit in WWE to gain respect. AJ Styles is a curious but no less welcome late exception to that rule, but this explains why Goldberg was exposed in lengthy back and forth matches almost immediately upon debuting in WWE. His entire selling point was sold off so that Vince could feel pleased with himself. He could have just bullied Coach more if he wanted to do that. Anyway, his matches with The Rock and Jericho weren't terrible, but by the time the bell rang, he'd become just another wrestler. His run ultimately was just as deflating. He triggered Triple H to do what Triple H does best and look after, well, Triple H in their series. Trips going the scenic route of putting Goldberg over. Ruined is a stretch. He returned to much acclaim over a decade later. But let's just say he mourned his absence a year after he debuted to...
Goldberg, I mean, when he first debuted in 2003, he was a beast. But once the whole storyline with Jericho started, what the hell? Why?
Incredible fanfare. Number 7, Dr. Death Steve Williams. Williams was drafted into the WWF.
I never heard of him.
Provide Steve Austin with a credible heel opponent. That he was. His work in All Japan Pro Wrestling was electric and totally believable too. Vince McMahon chased his signature for years for this reason. The great thing about wrestling, when it's done right, is that it emulates the thrill of sport while having the ability to control the outcome. Your guy gets the win because the predetermined nature of it leaves nothing to chance. Sorry to the whole "it's still real to me, damn it" lot. So, in the infamous Brawl for All, Vince Russo left the push of this not inconsiderable investment to complete chance by positioning him in a legit shoot fighting tournament. Williams was knocked out in the second round of his own star vehicle by Bart Gunn, whose career was also subsequently sabotaged. Russo did do some great stuff in 1998, but it's sobering to remember that when tasked with the idea of getting a guy over who had proven himself capable for several years, he contrived to ruin 2 careers. I believe this is the point where Cole would shout, "Vintage Russo!" Number 6, Sting. WWE wanted Sting for years. For what reason exactly?
Let me just say this right now. When Sting first debuted in the WWE in 2014, the whole crowd was lit. I was lit. I was happy to see my boy in the WWE for the first time. But when 2015 came along, oh my God, they ruined this nigga's character. Straight up. Straight up. Like, I wanted him to beat Triple H at WrestleMania 31. They completely buried this guy. The build-up was great, but the match was terrible. Even when he fought Seth Rollins, his career ended just like that, with the neck injury. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I love Sting, but WWE completely did him wrong this time. They completely did him wrong.
Remains unclear given the bizarre fate he suffered in 2015. He announced his stunning arrival at Survivor Series 2014 by disbanding the Authority. For a bit. WWE on the idea of having Sting drive Triple H out of the WWE when they suddenly realised that would have meant driving Triple H out of the WWE. The basis of their feud was instead reorientated to a tired, unwelcome and pointless Monday Night Wars retread, which of course Triple H had to win. Their eventual WrestleMania match was all over the place. Was it a grudge bout or a flimsy exercise in nostalgia? If the former, why did the one and done affair, compromising Sting's valuable Blu-ray stuff in the eyes of the modern audience? If the latter, why the was it the longest match on the card? You can believe why WWE ruined Sting, but did anyone think to tell Vince it's not 2001 anymore? Number 5, Wade Barrett. My best friend, Barrett, hit so many...
I never liked the Wade Barrett.
It's a wonder
I still don't. He still sucks.
He's foreign and by extension evil, prime WWE fodder. He's also tall, honed his physique to reach veritable ripped status. He's a fantastic talker and a naturally detestable cackling heel. However, his bad news persona was getting over incorrectly. Funny how they say it doesn't matter if Roman Reigns gets booed, but Barrett wasn't allowed to get cheered, and was thus dropped in favour of the derivative and passé.
I still don't like Wade Barrett. I was about to say Bray Wyatt, but Wade Barrett I just don't like.
Crowbarred into the League of Nations, but by then, Barrett had been stigmatised as a talent devoid entirely of any authenticity, the subject of countless experiments. Number 4, Booker T. Booker was built for WWE despite being a WCW.
I remember when Booker T debuted in 2001, but I didn't care about the matches in 2002. But I think one of his best heel runs was the 2004 when he feuded with Undertaker. That was the only time I became a fan of him. But once 2006 came along with this whole King Booker thing, I'm like, sorry, I just went down the wrong pipe. Until the 2006, they did this whole stupid King Booker thing. Him speaking it African language, like what? Talk about stereotypes, right?
You guys.
WWE is like the racist company in the world.
Able to get over in between the ropes and in backstage segments. After a quality run with Goldust in the tag ranks, he was installed as an opponent for Triple H's World Heavyweight title. Oh dear. WWE did everything to generate sympathy. Booker's past as an orphan and reformed criminal was uncovered. Triple H even ramped up the racial overtones just in case you were unsure as to who the bad guy was supposed to be. Much of this was beyond the pale, but the only possible outcome would have excused it. But unbelievably, Booker T didn't win his own feel-good redemption story, and not even in a Rocky style, he lost but he won in all our eyes way. In a Triple H taking 23 seconds to pin him after hitting the deadliest finisher.
23 seconds to pin Booker T?
Booker T did recover because he's that talented, but as absolutely riotous as his King.
Oh. Exactly. See what I'm saying, guys?
He was a natural babyface when the bell rang, but the events of March 30th, 2003 forever cast him as a loser. Number 3, Stone Cold Steve Austin. What?
I don't know what they're talking about, how they ruined Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold debuted in the WWF in 1996. This is 21 years ago, guys. But as the remaster, but Stone Cold Steve Austin, he was the most dominant superstar in WWE history. So how did they ruin Stone Cold Steve Austin? Yeah, he had a neck injury, but he was still the most savage wrestler of all time. He still had attitude. He still can wrestle. He had one of the best rivalries, best promo maker. And you know what? I mean, it's crazy. Hold up. Let me see something. Seth moved into the career. Yep, it sure did. Hear them out. Okay.
Whoa, comment section. Hear me out. The WWF made a critical error, turning Stone Cold Steve Austin heel at the climax of WrestleMania X7. House show business, merchandise, ratings, everything suffered in its wake. Austin was limping out of steam, but he wasn't limping out back. Besides which, The Rock was temporarily bound for Hollywood. What sense did removing the two biggest stars from the picture make? Unlike The Rock, who veered so effortlessly from lovable prick to straight up prick, fans simply could not accept Austin in the heel role. Austin was the anti-establishment. Take that away from him.
I mean, he didn't really need to turn heel, though. I mean, he was already getting over, so.
Sycophantic singer act was paled in comparison to his renegade anarchist, and there really was no going back for Austin as a top-level draw. He remained immensely popular. The fans didn't want him to turn for that reason, but his armour had been permanently dented, thanks, as always, to the McMahons making it about themselves. Number 2, Bayley. Search your feelings.
I think this part should be no surprise. Bayley, the worst thing I've ever seen in a wrestling world. They completely ruined this girl's character. I still don't understand the girl, first of all, because she's the side ponytail and them rainbow whatever multicolored costumes they got this girl on, and it's just, I don't like when wrestlers look like jokes. You would literally think that Bayley would just somehow, I don't know. I still do not understand this girl. I don't, because of the gimmick. People say she's the female John Cena. In some degree, yes, but to me, I don't. I just think she sucks, plain and simple.
But to be true, Bayley's main roster run
ugly face, but a nice booty.
A singular indictment of the main roster creative process. This was Bayley, the last of the white meat baby faces, and WWE still balls it up.
Tommaso, Tommaso.
2016 on a one-off basis was,
I don't know who that is.
In retrospect, she was presented as
Thanks to Alexa Bliss. This is your life segment about Bayley. Oh, I remember that segment. I just turned the channel.
Here was this underdog character, the only horsewoman to have missed out on the
trash
as a presumed result of her not being kayfabe good enough, then entering the title picture and Roman Reignsing all over the place. The character itself was off too. She retained her childlike traits, but was far more bratty than endearing. All is not yet lost, but can WWE be trusted to even approach the standard set in 2015?
Nope.
Number 1, Rusev. It's Rusev Day!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
WWE tends to forget, but they did remember ahead of this year's WrestleMania, when Rusev threatened to walk out on the company. Both Rusev and Jinder Mahal stood in opposite corners of the ring.
Sad, man. Rusev sucked.
Popular act and objectively successful merchandise draw. The other was a guy
again. He had potential, and they completely ruined this guy. This is exactly what I was talking about, guys. Rusev was a complete joke. I did not take this nigga seriously because I can't take people seriously. I mean, I don't know what he's supposed to represent. I don't understand Rusev. Just like I don't understand Bailey. It's just the gimmicks that just throws me off. Like, the whole it's Rusev Day crap, that needs to end. And the fact that they gonna have the nerve to keep him in a company when he threatening to leave the company, he should have done that while WrestleMania season was going. Then it would have been one of Vince McMahon's loss. Well, it's his loss. But regardless, Rusev Day sucks. Thank God he got buried by The Undertaker at the Greatest Royal Rumble in a casket match. What a miracle. He's a joke. And he was a joke in NXT first. Had his feud with Johnny Gargano. Oh. If that was the case, why did they ruin this character in the main roster? This is what I was saying. If you're gonna bring wrestlers from NXT to the main roster, don't ruin them. Let them keep their gimmick. Don't write them in the storylines and all that crap.
Despite the biggest f***ing push imaginable. So, who went over? Why, the guy with the muscles and the roadmap.
Steroids!
Of course. Imagine being better off in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Jeez.
He's better off being a jobber.
Hey guys, thanks for me.
Let me just say this though, again. You know, I think, you know what? I think I might do a video on why people hate Ronda Rousey. You know what? Let me do that now. Oh, before I do that, let me just say this about wrestlers being ruined by the creative team and Vince McMahon and their BS. Because you can tell that this company just doesn't care anymore. They just basically stopped trying to make these characters feel believable, more real, and make it, you know, why do you think they're still trying to make Roman Reigns the most popular? But he's not. He's a joke. You know, he's still not getting over, and he will never get over until he turns heel. But when he turns heel, that's when the fans are going to go crazy. He will have the best heel run in the wrestling world. But they can't do it because reasons. Bailey, on the other hand, she sucks. I forgot to correct my words. My bad. NXT does ruin wrestlers. Really? I thought NXT was the best place for real talent. I did not know that they do the same thing that main roster does. Yeah, man. Thanks for letting me know. So let me go ahead and get this. Ronda Rousey hated 10 reasons why people hate Ronda Rousey. I mean, she alright with me, but now they're talking about saying that they're gonna give her a title shot when she hasn't even earned it. I'm so sick of this company, especially like Raw, always giving people hand this, hand that. That's like giving a stripper, you know, stacks of money or shaking her booty in your face and stuff. That's how I feel about Raw when it comes to them giving wrestlers more title opportunities without them even earning them. They just constantly just get them one title shot after another and they'll get it if they win. What is going on with Raw? When NXT superstars go to Raw or SmackDown. My point exactly. It makes no sense. Let me see. Let me all right, here we go, y'all.
Keep running your mouth. She's going to reach down your throat and pull your insides out and play jump rope with your fallopian tubes.
Like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And once you're done, leave a comment saying that I subscribed, and you will be replied to. We'll be doing as many as we can. Ronda Rousey is slowly getting up there in terms of becoming the most controversial wrestler in the company, and definitely is the most polarizing female wrestler within WWE today. While it may not exactly seem that way based on her crowd reactions lately, there's plenty of people who have been taking a disliking to the Rowdy One since before she even stepped foot in the WWE ring. Keep in mind, these aren't my opinions, but the opinions of the people, and that some of these reasons involve her work in MMA. And with that said, I'm D-Wicket, and these are the 10 reasons why people hate Ronda Rousey. Number 10, appearing at WrestleMania.
I mean, I don't think she was hated.
Again,
Ronda,
really relate to the WWE.
she the new Brock Lesnar. A lot of people said that. A lot of people say she's the female Brock Lesnar. And you know what? I think I'm starting to believe that too.
Back in 2015 in a segment with The Rock, Triple H, and Stephanie McMahon. At the time, she was an even bigger name, and the thought of her switching around to professional wrestling made her seem like a complete joke, and for weeks, she seemed to be getting shit on by everyone. Huh, if they only knew what was to come.
Simon, get your ugly face out of my screen.
Number 9, she was dubbed as the perfect fighter. You may have forgotten the hype.
She ain't perfect.
But seriously,
You remember that 48-second match she lost? Remember that? By the end of 2016, she lost the fight.
It was somewhat fair. She had like a 3-year-long undefeated streak and portrayed herself pretty well as baddest woman on the planet. And seriously, that record helped show. But it's just natural that anyone who's considered to be the best is going to get some hate, especially considering what eventually happened.
I think her ego is way bigger than her personality.
It's going to be better and better.
I want to be that one that retired on top and was always undefeated.
Number 8, she got stopped. And there's all that momentum.
See what I mean?
Straight into a brick wall. Now, normally a loss isn't like the biggest issue in the world, right?
I did too. I saw that.
Sometimes it's just natural, but that's
Talked too much trash. Lost the fight against Holly Holmes. And then she lost the second fight to that other broad. My first reaction video I did was the 48-second loss she did. That was the first reaction I've done in in late 2016.
Not really fair to hate someone just because
On the 31st of 2016.
It happened. Number 7, she went straight for the title upon return and got stopped.
See? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Amanda. She lost the second fight to Amunez.
Anyone who is
Amanda.
anything that debatably they don't is gonna catch a little bit of flack. Debate it if you want, but no matter what you say, Ronda Rousey returning months, I think a year after her big loss and demanding to go straight back to her bantamweight women's championship is a little controversial. She got the fight she wanted, and well, she got
It backfired.
crushed. Amanda Nunes was the champion at the time, and their fight lasted literally 48 seconds because Ronda didn't know how to jab effectively.
No, she made a complete fool out of herself.
Number 6, she quit. Well,
That's what she gets for talking trash.
not too elaborate.
Don't ever. Let me just say this though. Just because you're an MMA fighter or a wrestler, you're out on social media talking about how you're the baddest athlete in the world. How about how you're better than anybody? Don't do that, because when you do that, it's gonna end up backfire. Trust me. I've seen certain, sports athletes do that on a regular basis, and they basically got backfired because of that. Don't do that.
That's kind of obvious, is it not?
Aside from MMA, that's what you guys want to think. All I know is that I really want to devote 100% of my time to wrestling right now, and whatever people want to call that, they can call it.
Number 5, she's been handed the spotlight. Ronda Rousey is undoubtedly
Basically
within the entirety of the WWE right now. It's just true. Maybe she's not as big of a star overall as a Brock Lesnar or a John Cena or as an R-Truth, but right now, in this very moment, her name has more value than both of their names.
But she did good on against Triple H and Stephanie McMahon at WrestleMania 34. She did good. But she needs to be around more with the company. Don't do that Brock Lesnar mess.
Number 7 entry on this list.
If John joined UFC, if I join UFC, I will show my respect and respectful to anyone who me. I'm not being a jack. Good, do that. Because when you show respect to people, when you want people to respect you, I guarantee you, it's going to work out for you.
But her immediate shot to the top has not exactly been the most well received, especially considering number 4, she ruined the Royal Rumble. Now, again,
oh yeah, that ending was kind of dumb.
But a case has
all she did was come to the ring and point to the WrestleMania sign. Like, is that supposed to mean anything to us? No.
Ronda Rousey coming out immediately after and just sort of claiming her spot at WrestleMania.
And they always say that rumors are true. If they comment in the WWE, they're here. I wish they stopped saying that the rumors are true.
Obviously, we knew she was going to be heading to the show of shows. Her coming out to take the spotlight away from Asuka was viewed by many as a complete slap in the face to everyone who was in the Rumble and the pay-per-view as a whole.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Like, it's so stupid. Let me calm down before I give myself a stroke.
Professional wrestling is very much a sport based on respect.
Ronda overshadowed women's Royal Rumble, stealing their moment. Well, yeah.
We've seen her trash opponents, talk trash in the octagon, and even evade handshakes before.
You can't do that in the MMA world. You just cannot do that.
shake your hand once you. If you're the type of person to spit on my back, I can't shake your hand when you look in my face.
Whether or not this is something you find cool or disrespectful, it's something that's gotten her in a lot of
Listen to you, hypocrite.
Any ring I step into is mine.
Especially when she, well, number 2, can't accept a defeat.
Have you been able to think about...
Okay, this part I can understand. I'm like that too in real life when I can't accept defeat when it comes to playing fun games like pool, Madden. Because in the past, I cannot handle losing very well because I like to take games very seriously. I mean, that's part of my condition. Then it causes me to have my low self-esteem. That happened to me one time too. So there's no surprise to me how she always felt as if she could not accept defeat. I'm like that too. Cause, yeah. But regardless though, she's still the most hated female in the WWE. I'm guessing because she gets everything handed to them, which is kind of true.
Look, no one wants to fail life. Everyone wants to achieve all of their goals flawlessly and flow through life with ease, but that just isn't how things work. Everyone makes mistakes at some point, and like we already said, Ronda isn't perfect. However, this imperfection should lead to some sort of response from Rousey that makes us see that she's
I'm not perfect either. I guess that's what makes us human. So sometimes you have to take an L in life. Exactly. Do you like 205? Because 205 is a new show. Nah, I don't think I like 205. I haven't watched the show. So, nah.
And number 1, she left for the WWE. Now, hold on. I do realize that our name is Watch WWE, but again, this is what other people have been saying, not me. I don't hold this opinion, obviously.
It's funny because when she powerbombed Triple H through the table, Triple H kind of jumped. She didn't pick him up. She's not even that strong. And she doesn't even have muscles on her at all.
Look, I love the WWE. No, I don't actually. I watch it.
Me neither.
So for me,
see,
it's great. But the general response to her leaving for the WWE, it's not been the best. Similar to the number 10 spot where she just showed up at WrestleMania, people really shit on her. Now the fact that she's completely out of MMA and she's a professional wrestler now for good, it has not exactly been all that well received.
Rousey's got Triple H. A Stephanie from behind. Puts Rousey down a table.
Let's just hope her credibility within the company stays up while she's here. Click like, subscribe, and comment.
I'm not sure.
What you'd like to
I'm not sure. But here's my opinion on Ronda Rousey in the WWE. If they treat her right, if they give her the right gimmick and treat her character the right way that she's supposed to be treated, then she will earn my respect. Until then, she can't get it because, once again, they're giving people more title opportunities without them even earning it. 1.5 million she get. I just don't understand. Sometimes I wonder why Raw and the WWE always giving certain celebrities who wants to become title shots. Have they even earned it? No. You need to watch Cedric Alexander versus Brody Murphy in 205 next week. I don't have the WWE Network, so I can't watch it. Unless I'll see some clips on YouTube, I'll probably do a reaction to it though. But until then, yeah, not gonna happen, bro. So, there you have it, folks, for my reactions to What Culture Wrestling and watch WWE's Ronda Rousey's videos. So if you guys enjoy, you already know what to do. Subscribe, comment, follow me on Instagram. WHRX here. I'm out.